Good morning, this is April with the Resellers Learning Curve. I'm trying something totally different today. I actually have my camera turned around backwards for me so that I'm not looking all over the place and being super extra awkward because I'm looking at myself. So I'm trying something a little different, and the point of this video, I have a lot of random things that I want to talk about, but the first thing I want to mention again is my Reseller Research Methods 101 class. So right here I have an outline. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages of information that I have written myself, that I've compiled myself for my Research Methods 101, Reseller Research Methods 101 informational video. I haven't recorded that video yet, and it's funny because I just said this morning that I think I'm acting like a stereotypical creative. I feel like I need to be in the mood, I need to be inspired, I need to feel it before I record that video. And like I said, I have no interest in putting a paid video out that I feel is less than stellar information. As such, I'm really taking my time on Reseller Research Methods 101. So I know I said that I would have that done by March 30th, April 1st. It didn't happen. And at this point, to be really honest with you, my day job has kept me a little busier than usual, a little busier than I expected to be. I found out last week that I needed to do a round of inspections to see what we need to replace as far as carpet and furniture and those sort of things. So yeah, I've been really tied up, and it's weird because the other thing I wanted to talk about is, do you ever feel like you're super busy, you're busy all the time, but you can't really pinpoint exactly what you're doing? Do you ever feel like that? Because see, I've been feeling that a lot lately. I feel like I literally rip and run and do all day. But if you ask me to write down what I did in a day, I just feel like there wouldn't be that much information. Like there's not a lot of things that I probably touch, but I always feel so busy. So as such, I'm hoping to review this outline. I've been meaning to do it. I mean, at this point, it's been almost 2 weeks. I wanted to review the outline because I had the outline done on time. Excuse me. It's just that I didn't get the video done on time. So I'm working on it. The other thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about is dealing with feedback. I got a negative feedback this week, and I don't know if it was deserved or not, to be honest, because it was an international transaction going through eBay's global shipping program, and it was a doll, something that I normally don't sell, something that I don't have a ton of experience with. So I sold the doll. I thought I did a good job taking all of the pictures and writing a very thorough description. But because it went global shipping, the buyer did not try to resolve the issue with me through eBay, because you know buyers pay so much money to have things sent via global shipping. So she opened a case through PayPal, which is worse and more annoying. Like, I feel like if a case is open through eBay, I at least have some latitude to try to resolve it. PayPal, not so much. Those funds are frozen immediately. You know that story. So there was a time, and I want to say like 2 years ago, 2.5, maybe 3 years ago, I remember having a negative feedback and being absolutely livid, like just being really distraught about it. And my son, who is 14 now, so at this time he had to be 11 or 12, my son basically said to me, like, Mom, like, there's no way you can make everyone happy all the time. And you know what? That really like hit me, like at my core, because this is my baby. This is my baby telling me that my expectations might be a little bit on the unrealistic side. So yeah, I got a negative feedback, and there was a time when I used to really take that to heart. In this situation, the buyer did not want to return the item, so we agreed on a partial refund. Even after I gave her a partial refund, she still left negative feedback, which it's just annoying, because if I would have known you were going to leave negative feedback, I absolutely would not have given a partial refund. So that's something that happened this week that I think I can learn. Like, I'm learning from it. I learn from every less than positive experience I have with a buyer. Like, I truly take something away. In this case, I learned that maybe I need to not be venturing so far out from the things that I know, because clearly there are things that you need to check with baby dolls that I did not check, hence negative feedback. So that's another thing that's happening. Also, over in my Facebook group, The Resellers Learning Curve on Facebook, I am still always looking for people to contribute and write weekly posts. I have a member, and I don't want to call her out by name, but I just want to say that the lady who is doing the Vintage Friday post is absolutely killing it. I look forward to Vintage Friday way more than I look forward to my Sell of the Week post on Thursday. Like, Vintage Friday be fire over in my group is typically something that I don't know about. And if I know anything about it, it's skim the surface type knowledge. So the lady who's doing that post in my group is just knocking it out the park. It's amazing. So if you're in the Facebook group and you want to give back to the community, because you've learned so many useful, profitable things, then I think that that's a good way to do it. Right now, I'm pondering the idea of if I want to continue my Sell of the Week Thursday posts, because what that has essentially turned into is on Thursdays, I will post my Sell of the Week, and several people in my group will say, way to go, good job, wow, spectacular, that's awesome, but nobody else is posting their sales. And it just looks like I'm bragging, which I have no interest in doing, none whatsoever. That was never the intent of the post. As such, I'm trying to figure out exactly how I can modify that in such a way that everyone participates, because I think that when everyone participates and everyone contributes, more people are able to win. So that's one thing I'm focusing on. On that note, like I said, hopefully I get this outline reviewed soon, and I can get my Reseller Research Methods 101 video up very, very soon. For those of you who are wondering, based on my last video, my sourcing freeze is not going great. It's not going great, but I am sourcing way, way, way less. I am moving way more things because I'm moving them in a lot of different ways. I am doing consignment at not just one place anymore, but I've branched out into consignment, like for real, for real. I am doing personal shopping for friends. So I'm picking up items that when I buy them, I have a person that they're going to, which was suggested in the comments of the last video. So thank you for that. I'm also purchasing things that are kind of long tail, I can't lose type items. Let me give you an example. I want to say not last Tuesday, so probably last Wednesday, because last Tuesday I did the reseller stew on Tuesday. So maybe the day after the stew, I want to say it was Wednesday, I went to my homegirl's thrift store, which is really, really close to me. It's literally 5 minutes from where I live. And she had a bunch, and when I say a bunch, I mean like more than a dozen. She had a bunch of hats, and the hats were by Bailey of Hollywood. Some of them were new with tags. Some of them are used in excellent condition. Some of them are used in good condition. Like, they're in different conditions, but there was more than a dozen Bailey of Hollywood hats. I sold one hat yesterday, and that one hat paid for almost all the hats that I bought. And I think at last count, initially I want to say I got 16, and yesterday I probably got another 3 or 4. So let's say I have 20 Bailey of Hollywood hats. Well, I sold one hat, and that one hat paid for all of the other hats. And I've only listed, as of yesterday, I've listed 3 total. And of the 3 that I listed, 1 has sold. I took pictures last night of another couple that I'm going to hopefully get listed. I'm not sure because I just ordered super fancy, super amazing lint rollers, because some of the hats are wool, and you know, they've been in a storage unit somewhere, who knows where, and they just have linen stuff on them. And when I looked at the pictures, I couldn't really do the listing, because to me, the listing said that I wasn't, given all the cares. And I never want a buyer to think that I don't care. As such, I stopped mid-listing and said, you know what, I need to order a really good lint roller because this is ridiculous. So that is what I'm working on right now. I'm working on hats. I'm still researching some jewelry that I've picked up from various jewelry jars. I have actually a bag of jewelry in my purse that in any spare time I have today, I want to research a few pieces. My full-time job is ramping up. It's a little hectic around here. I have 3 weeks before all my babies go for summer. They're either going to go home or they go away to internships or they do things. I have a few residents that stay, that like year-round stay, but for the most part people leave for the summer. Once people leave, once I only have 50, 60 people here, then I'll be able to really focus on doing what I need to do as far as my reselling and my content creation, because right now I'm really tuned into what I'm doing with these students. And if you're a parent out there, especially if you're a parent of a college age student, let me tell you, if you were to send your kid away to college and your kid lived in an apartment and you had concerns, you would definitely want somebody like me to be living there and supervising them. You would absolutely want an April somewhere in the vicinity. I have a really good relationship with my students. I'm very firm. I don't take no mess. I don't put up with a lot of nonsense, but I also try to do a lot of fun things to inspire them to be their best. So I love the work that I do. I love working with these kids. As such, that takes a lot of time away from my business and my passion, which is reselling. And it takes a lot of time away from the videos that I could be creating. So just wanted to give you guys a heads up that come May, especially June, I plan to do a lot of videos. My plan is to do at least 6 videos in the month of June, just because I know I'll have the time. And I know towards the end of July and August, I'm not available. I'm not available for anything in the month of August, especially the first 2 weeks, but pretty much the whole month of August, I'm tied up. So definitely be on the lookout for content, thoughtful, useful content in June. But here in the rest of the month of April and May, I'm going to upload content as is needed, as I see fit, relatively sporadically. But the next thing that I'm hoping to upload will absolutely be my Reseller Research Methods one-on-one video. And on that note, I hope you guys are having an awesome week. I hope you have a good day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.